Right, test complete. I'm expecting combat at this point. There's so many testing and things like that going on for some time now. There has to be something deep. Yeah, it doesn't make a lick of difference. Okay. There's the mage.
Zandalor! Is he dead?
Guardians, the last of the portals at the end of time has reignited. You must have found the final... Zandalor! But what is... Leandra. She was here, wasn't she? But there's no time. Stand back, Guardians. Zandalor is unconscious, but a pulse of life beats within him still. I must heal him before it's too late.
What did... Leandra... She's here somewhere. She... Ikara.
As ever, Zandalor. Are you all right?
I'm better than I've any right to be, thanks to you. She was just here, Ikara. She must have brought her Death Knights through the portal and then destroyed it behind her. I thought I could defend it, but she...
She isn't herself. She's become something... something I can hardly comprehend. She needs our help, Zandalor. And the Guardians need every moment they can get if they're to find her.
The Guardians? My heavens. Can it be? Then the myths are true. But my amulet, the Starstone, that must mean the protectors of the Godbox are real. They have returned. The Slayers of the Void. How can it be that you've raised yourselves from lost spirits to saviors? Here you are, standing before your ancestral home once more, while I've only managed to get myself knocked on the flat of my back. Again. Anything I can do to help you, Guardians, you must ask of me. If I can provide even a modicum of assistance to you, my purpose will have been fulfilled.
How do you know of us? We've only just remembered these threats of our past ourselves.
I am the last of my kind. A keeper of the Source. Keeper of its memory. Of its most ancient secrets. Some of the earliest devotees of Source created certain sacred documents. One of which fell into Leandra's hands. That could preserve the memory of that power, come what may. To most, the tales were little more than myth. But to a knowing eye, they contained the most important details of our past. As the keeper of the Source, it was my responsibility to protect these secrets, including the secret of this portal. But Leandra has stayed one step ahead of me at every turn.
What happened here?
Leandra attacked me. Once she'd located the rune of the forest spirit, she and her Death Knight stormed this place with little ceremony. The portal behind me led to the First Garden, that realm of the gods where you once dwelled, and that I had been sworn to protect. Now that she's leapt through, my gravest fears are one step closer to reality. I believe that Leandra intends to use her army to wage war against Astarte and free the Void, and that she is well on her way to doing just that. But here you are, the Guardians. A fantasy turned to fact, and so I hope salvation. How remarkable. How utterly remarkable. You must be here to finish what you began so many millennia ago. You must be here to cage the Void once and for all.
Tell us about the first garden.
As I understand it, the first garden was the goddess Astarte's home, the birthplace of Source itself. If the legends are true, and it appears they are, you yourselves dwelled there for centuries. It is my belief that Leandra is preparing to call Astarte and the Void Dragon forth, then shut Astarte within the box. If that should happen, the Void will fly free and consume all. Now that you have remembered your true natures, the path to the first garden will be clear. You will turn to your primordial home, and together we can face what is to come.
Why us? Why must we alone prevent this disaster?
Who else but the Guardians of the God Box could defeat the Void Dragon? Who but its first defeaters could encase it once and for all? The souls that reside within you are more noble, more dear than any who have or ever will live. Only those souls have ever subdued the dragon. Only they will subdue it once more.
Okay, tell us what we must do.
You yourselves must enter the first garden. You must face Leandra. And if we are too late, the Void Dragon. You have slain it once before, Guardians. You will succeed again.
Yeah, I'm actually more worried about Strife, because we haven't heard anything from him. And we know that he's supposed to have a physical form somewhere that he's hiding.
Leandra has destroyed this portal, but your work restoring your threads to the tapestry of time has sparked the Homestead's last shrine. A portal that could only have been remembered by the Guardians themselves.
The Tapestry of Time.
It's a long story, Zandalor. You'll see soon enough. We will accompany you, Guardian, but know that I cannot give up on Leandra just yet. I cannot believe my own sister incapable of redemption.
Wait for us at the end of time. We'll meet you there shortly.
As you wish, Guardians. When you are ready, we will enter the first garden together. With you return to us at last, I dare hope we may end this madness yet.
I feel like this is the place where if you want to wrap up unfinished things, this is your last chance to do it. We're also 43,000 from getting to level 20, so it sort of fits. If we do something else, we would probably push it to level 20, which I certainly want to be before engaging in what I think is the final battle to the end. Anything here? Yeah, some kind of a base. Range power stance. Quite a lot of items. Sky could be useful. Okay. Can we go to the end of time still without getting into part of this mess?
Dear Guardians, dear Saviors, dear friends, your labors have borne essential fruit. Fruit that will save us all. The final portal is opened. The portal to the first garden. Leandra and the Trife are so very close to bringing the dragon back to bear upon Rivellon. But you are so very close to stopping them. This way, the destiny of time itself awaits.
So you say, and at least follow him, see if there's anything special here now. Still no access to the forbidden zone. I'm guessing maybe if you wear the armor of the were-sheep, you could enter there. Because they're all animals.
Listen. About Leandra. About that night.
No, Zandalor. Not now.
But before we go through, before we see her again, I want you to...
Enough. The Guardians need us. There's no time for this.
Beyond this portal awaits the vileness of the void. I have gone as far as I can, but you, my friend, you'll have to be braver still.
Guests, our heroes, how you have changed since your threads first appeared in my hands. Then, you were the tapestry's greatest mystery. Now you are our last promise of salvation. I will be here weaving your tale into time, recording the fate you will write for all of Rivellon.
I'm not stepping in there.
The portal awaits you.
Yeah. I just merely want to see if I can get some free experience out of this.
Once you step through this portal, never again may you, Divine Ones, return to our realm. Your future lies only forward, and space and time will bend to keep you there.
What lies beyond is a world unseen for an eon by human eyes. Where you once dwelled as immortals, where Astarte and Source itself were born. Leandra has infiltrated. She is poised to summon the Void, to overwhelm Astarte with her army of Death Knights. The side of light, of creation, of existence itself as something she'll never have. You.
Yeah, that's sort of one thing that I'm wondering about. The army of Death Knights. I still can't kill a Death Knight. And there was supposed to be some kind of a plot thread about an item that could make them vulnerable. I recall that much, but I must have missed it entirely at some point. It could also explain why I'm sort of missing the second piece of the kid sword, one-handed sword. I'm missing part 2. I have part 1 and part 3, but not the second part. So it seems to indicate that at some point I've missed something fairly significant.
Ikara and I will not leave your side. We will go where you lead us.
I'm sort of do want to go in there and see if there are Death Knights there and are they still invulnerable. But at the same time it could be cutscenes and other things that basically build up the encounter there, things like that, and I don't want to do that unless I feel like I'm ready to finish the game.
Your fate awaits, dear Guardians, and with it the fate of all Rivellon. So I suppose only one little question remains. Are you ready?
No.
Beyond here lies the true end of time, and it is our fate to stop it. Yet, Zigzag's question rings heavy in my ears. Are we ready?
We wouldn't have made it this far if we weren't. Onward!
May the void tremble at our feet.
My friends, before you leap into eternity, know this. I have seen planets born and races die, empires rise and spirits fall. But this, time rewoven, heroes returned from oblivion. You've granted me the greatest tale yet told. Thank you. And remember, Zigzags will never forget.
Oh, it was an actual question. Do I want to enter it now or not?
This cannot be the first garden.
Why don't you stop fighting? Guardians? Ah, you're cowards. Fear is your only god.
Okay. Well, we're here now. We might have to load, but see how this goes.
What's this I spy with my big little eye? It skitters like vermin, confused and afraid. Answer me! What do I spy?
Skitters like vermin, confused and afraid. The Andra portal. Avoid knowing I'm fast approaching.
Pathetic! You know the answer, but you daren't speak it!
And we're back at the start. Yeah, this will be fun.
What's this I spy with my big little
I suppose
eye?
you mean me.
Yes! You can't but own up to your true nature!
You can't even save yourselves, can you?
My Kalahagri's velvet kiss. Only in dreams have I witnessed monstrosities such as these.
Tell me true. You have heard the tale of the two deserters, but do you know in your hearts to be its true protagonists?
I feel like playing this ridiculous game.
Tell me true.
Sure.
Yes!
Why give me choices when I don't have choices?
Only after the void wipes clean the smudge of your existence will you know peace.
Can't harm her.
You failed before. You will fail again.
That was rather unpleasant.
I wonder what's next.
Yeah, sort of why I sort of wonder what is next. I hate to leave other things unfinished too, but
Please come back. I'm sorry.
This place feels eerily familiar.
Back to the end of our beginnings.
Thank you. Leandra, I don't recognize you.
Which of their failures was I forced to leave next?
Have you seen my sister? Leandra, please, this is not long enough.
All our work for nothing.
What do you think it will be?
I'd recognize that barkeep. Spells trouble.
All he's done so far is talk, but I'll be on my guard.
Careful there, hunters. Are you sure you want to descend even deeper?
I'm just going the only goddamn way I can get, so... what are these things? The game giving me the finger, apparently. Everything I do that's not exactly the thing the game wants me to do, I'm being punished.
Into the fray once more.
Sweet relief! That is one hefty tome over there.
One I daren't
Back
read.
on my feet
Not
again.
in this place.
Page after page is being written.
As good as a new
and
penny.
What have you to show for it but gore?
Bless the seven, I am restored!
Not until Leandra has been drained of hers.
Yeah. What exactly am I supposed to do?
You have to love what they've done with the place.
One corpse the more, one life the less. It hardly seems to matter anymore.
Yeah, but what exactly was I supposed to do?
Are you sure you weren't followed? Are you sure you weren't seen?
Hush, darling, hush. Ikara doesn't know. The night is ours.
What exactly the game wants me to do? No, it doesn't say where the key leads. Ah, is there a place I can go?
Wander, hunter. Exhaust yourself. All you have left is but a dream.
I shuddered in a dream. Which of their failures would I be first to
Yeah, whatever.
next?
Not like I have a choice here, so just forward, forward, forward.
How they ignored me! How they reviled me! But now I am queen! Bow before your sovereign, peasant! Bow before your master! Squire, prepare a boiling pot!
Okay, why did I come here? Doesn't appear to be anything of interest here. Yeah, I don't really get what's going on. Right.
Ah! I'm burning! I must douse these flames!
I'm mostly confused. I thought this was some kind of a climax thing, but it sort of immediately fell flat.
A stitch in time, eh, my friend?
I have no real excitement going, just confusion more than anything else. I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to do.
Don't you worry. You'll be better soon.
A lovely
God's beauty here is
Same
sickening.
Caught
With my own bare hands.
How I love it when they struggle until the struggling stops.
Look at you. All you require is a mild incision. And I'm just the sort of...
Look at them! Fishes! Fishes everywhere! Away from her, sticky fingers. She is mine, and mine alone.
Please, sister. Please come back. I'm sorry. Is that you? Leandra, I don't recognize you.
Yeah, okay.
Have you seen my sister? Leandra, please, this has gone on long enough.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
Forced to leave next.
Welcome be, we answer to this cult. You have come from dark time
I just hope that there's an actual point to this, because the entire inertia of the sort of let's get into the final thing has stopped, like hit a brick wall and there's no inertia going anywhere. Because this feels like playing more or less one of the temple puzzles that you don't yet know a solution to, so you sort of just dig around trying to click on things, but it's more or less you're confused and frustrated. It's not that enjoyable. Naturally, if you figure it out, then comes the relief, but this doesn't seem to be that type of a situation. This is just more of a confusion, because you don't know what the fuck is going on and what's exactly expected of you even. What is this place?
the king crown, is it not? Your own home. This is your world, dangling from the last thread of time. So sit back and watch the void coming with a pair of scissors in its hands.
Why's a demon like you tending bar in a watering hole like this?
Why, you fool of fools, so close only to the end that still you ask the most pointless of questions?
Well, that's what the makers of the game sort of put out there as an option, so I have to go through these.
There is no longer such a thing as why, no when, no where. All that is left are the last few strikes of the dying clock. Tick, tock, hunter. Time for bed.
So we got a key that allowed us to get there.
What do you want? You already destroyed my sweet darling
So great, so vast, your fingers.
So am I supposed to find something here? King Crab.
How they ignored me! How they...
Can I even do something with... I mean, I could pick a fight, but I don't want to. That usually leads to trouble with computer games. Picking fights when there's no need to.
I am here. But where is my wife? The Anthrobrachus Rex liars all. Is this all there is? Then it's well.
Looks like the doctors have become the patients.
Role reversal and poetic justice tend to go hand in hand.
Yeah, I don't spot anything interesting, and nothing is really highlighted either.
Such anguish.
Wait, what's on the table? It's like clothing pieces. There has to be something here. That seems to go somewhere. Well, another door that's locked. I would hope that any relevant keys or the like would be highlighted so you don't have to waste your time trying to look at every little detail here.
What this place is, comrade.
We will pray for the goddess forever.
No matter what may come.
Unreal realm. Unreal visions. Even the stars smile wickedly down upon us here.
Here
We
reposes
will
Astarte,
hold an eternal
liberator
vigil.
of the void.
We will
May the
pray
fire
for the
of
goddess
gods purge
forever.
her sin-filled soul.
I don't think this will lead to a fight. These are
Return to us, Astarte! Wake from the dead, please!
Astarte rests in death's embrace. Pray for her while there still is time.
Let's pray. It's not like I can do anything else.
Your prayers are for naught. Her soul burns. All that is left is fire.
Fair enough.
Astarte is dead.
Lament,
The guardians have failed her. May not even eternity erase their
dead. You, my God, the guardians have failed you.
Will anybody else smell smoke?
Eternity erase their sin.
We will hold an eternal vigil. We will pray for the goddess
can't
forever.
actually do anything here.
Wake from the dead, please!
Was I supposed to just see this, or was I supposed to do something? Also, could I just use hold against these?
Back on my feet again.
We will hold an eternal vigil. We will pray for the goddess forever.
Right.
Return to us, Astarte.
We will hold an eternal
Wake from the
vigil.
dead,
We will
please.
pray for the goddess forever.
Now what?
Back on my feet again.
Yeah, the actual blocks haven't disappeared anywhere. And I doubt I can force my way through. There's just body parts in every container. So there's no point in doing anything. Clearly this is where we need to go. Also, just as clearly we can't, so... Chapel of Forgotten. Forgotten Chapel, right?
Don't you worry. You'll be better.
Return to us, Astarte. Wake from the dead, please. We will hold an eternal vigil.
Yeah, what exactly do you want me to do, game?
Such woe!
Oh, such
heartbreak!
woe. Such heartbreak!
Return to us, Astarte! Wake from the dead, please!
Look upon the dead Astarte and smile or weep as you see fit.
Yeah,
Here reposes Astarte.
Oh, such we will hold an eternal vigil.
Such
We will pray
heartbreak!
for the goddess
okay, so I
forever.
need to burn her?
We will hold an eternal vigil.
Return
We
to
will
us,
pray for
Astarte!
the goddess
Wake
forever.
from the dead, please! I'm burning!
Return to us,
Return to
Astarte.
us, Astarte.
Wake from the dead, please.
How would you burn her if you don't have maybe you can use fire somehow to burn things. It's I can't think like that because I've always had someone who can throw fire around. At least we're making progress. Not sure where it leads to. There we go.
Look here. The general that was. The guardian that was. The voids pray to thee for 1/3 and final time. If only I could rally you still. But there isn't enough magic left in this dying cosmos to rally you still.
Yeah, I don't need rallying. Not this time.
Time is a waning word, Fallen One. For it is short, and it is you that is doing the trimming. Your final moments draw nigh. Your fear is an instrument of failure. It always has been. Defeat is your destiny, little general.
Yeah, this is definitely not the general unless probably talking to her spirit. None of these are. They're pretty much the opposite of what they should be. I'm getting tired of these accusations.
Yes, tired, relentless. Do what you do so well. Give in to fear and void.
Try. What is that? Okay, there's Void Wonders, a couple of them, then the Tribe. What is that? Void Aura. It's permanent. makes one invulnerable, so I can't do shit about that. Crystal Horror. Horror Crystal. Whatever. What about Mr. Stripe? 5,500. 1,000 Optimist. They'll attack immediately. They're fairly hard to hit. They also seem to be levitating, so I'm not sure how effective my attacks can be. Seriously? I basically can't get closer, really, and I'm still outside its range. The dagger's drawn range is just so fucking pathetic.
Time for you to go under the knife.
He seems surprisingly weak as far as I can tell.
Eternal silence awaits you.
I mean, I don't think this is some kind of end fight though. This is just some kind of warm-up. It still seems a little bit odd. Remorse. Deals damage each time you use a skill. That's interesting. I also want to do is train your willpower. Status effects might actually hold now. Phew. We could bring the tribe closer. Or maybe switch place a little bit. Could I make it more vulnerable to damage? Probably. And that's ooh, could I get something like slow to work maybe? Yeah, I don't think we can quite kill him, but we can get something close to that done. He's slowed, so we'll do 50% extra damage. He's soul sapped, so he'll take a lot more damage. His resistances are going to be massively lowered. And he's going to be vulnerable to any kind of, all kinds of extra status effects.
You didn't even see me coming.
Yeah, he took more than 3,000 points of damage from that attack alone. 378, 1,239, 1,101, 1,234. He's basically boned.
Enough of that now.
Right, wrong spell. Sorry, dude. Too dead. Still getting me a new gear, though. Courage. A tear in the rift that leads to horror sleep. Guess we'll have to identify that here. Well, we don't have to, but there isn't much else to do here. Fire resistance, Nebrium +1, initiative, reflect melee damage. So initiative and fire resistance, it's not bad. Yeah, we have a lot of these things that are basically just resistance items already. There's nothing bad about it, but there's nothing particularly good about it either. We're not gonna use this because it's a bow. This could be a replacement weapon. Perception +3. Bleeding and rage. Yeah, it's a theoretically good weapon. It's not like I have the facilities to upgrade it anymore either, so it doesn't matter. Decent gloves, reflect melee damage as piercing damage. Yeah, this actually has some potential. Yeah, because this has blacksmithing. This would do damage, and it could end up being a significant amount in the long term. But yeah, I'll take the extra armor. Wand of silencing, muted, petrified, crippled. There's nothing bad about it, but we're not using wands. Dexterity based armor. Strength, perception, inflict stun on contact. Be useful. One's using a shield. Another pair of gloves. Bow, blacksmithing, initiative. What does this do? Dexterity, crafting, and force. Okay, what about the armor? It's the only potential. Yeah, it's a decent armor rating increase. We would lose speed though. Replaced by perception. Yeah, I think the current armor is better. In fact, I don't think we're going to be looking at any kind of serious equipment boost anymore. So maybe just add elemental resistances to a lot of these pieces. I'm not sure which ones we can actually upgrade. I don't recall. But we could test it out. I mean, it's now or never, that's basically what or how it seems to me. I'm gonna put some of our equipment pieces. Oh shit. Basically all of our equipment pieces here. I need to see what I can upgrade and what I can't. The staff doesn't have to be upgraded anyway. This will be more of a test case. What is doable? And what are my crafting abilities? 3. Not good enough. So you do need those, but they don't have to be from those items. I need 2 crafting. There'll be gauntlets, bells, that sort of things. Other people also have crafting gear, I'm pretty sure about that. Well, some of the better items always have that extra skills. Another point somewhere, and that'll be it. Not enough strength. Okay, still be good enough. Final crafting. What can we even craft? Armor first. I know armor we know we can. It's more about what can we do with the rest. Just air, anything. Can we combine it? Yes. So we can do that. Armor can do it. What about gloves? Works just fine. Sarong works just fine. So all armor pieces really. What about something like a ring? No. Boots. I'm gonna have to load anyway. No. It already has. Oh, okay. A weird combination. We can add some kind of other resistance to it. Just need to see if it works. No. So boots, no. But all the other armor pieces, pretty much, yes. Right, what I wanted to see is where our resistances lie. So basically elemental defense is more or less what we can achieve from here, nothing else. And even then... Did I try build already? I don't think so. So there's 4 pieces of equipment that we can enchant like this. I'm not sure what type of resistance I can try to place there. I want to see if I can do something with the tenebrium bars that we have. Because tenebrium, if tenebrium resistance cannot be added, it's natural to try to favor those, because everything else can be added later. Right, so that'll work too, that's fine. Add earth, these guys, what the items are, isn't that important. It's these guys that matter. So one more thing we want to try. Poison. How would you add poison resistance to something? Maybe just use poison. No. A poison resistance? Also, I don't think gloves could be upgraded. Regular armor of any kind. No. Right. Anywho. What do we want? We need fire resistance 1, a couple of earths and a couple of airs. Add fire to this. Earth and air to this. They don't even have to be exactly like 100% everything, just that we can get their resistances high. I don't have to do too big of a job to it. Like 100, 100, 71, 73. Could we add, maybe the helmet can hold an air and an earth. One hundred, 189, 91, 34, 20, and 66% damage reduction. Here we have a worse situation. We probably should just take all the 3 upgradable item slots and start blasting things there. These have already some resistances, but you could basically add the rest too. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't, because without these items we have a little bit of fire resistance and air resistance, and that's it. It's fairly weak overall though. I'll still try to prioritize items I'm likely going to hold, just in case I find something good. Okay, this already has fire and water, might as well add the rest. Ooh, can't do this. So masks aren't like other helmets, I guess. Water and fire. Anything else? I suppose the same setup with the rest. Again, we might not reach 100, but we'll get fairly close to respectable values. Right. We could basically add a little bit of everything to the belt and we wouldn't reach too high of values anyway. And it already has tenebrium resistance. Right. Respectable resistances, even though they're not exactly perfect. Here we can probably achieve fairly high resistance too. Okay. You can pretty much add everything to this you can just think of. Two such items and we're looking at respectable values. Not sure if this is in any way necessary. I mean, there hasn't been a truly challenging fight in a long time. Just wondering, is it because these fights are supposed not to really be all that challenging, or is it because I've improved in how I play? Don't know. I'm not sure if it really matters. It matters in the sense that this kind of preparation might be a total waste of time. What armor is it? Right. Fire and air added to this will... Yeah, we can basically get everything at least close to 100, not quite there. Air and fire. And everything. This is type. If this is proves to be totally unnecessary, this is the type of thing that would sort of still interest me in trying to play some kind of solo playthrough out of this. Naturally, also because I clearly skip some content, but simply the fact that. Wait, I applied the same thing twice? No fire resistance on that. '92, 90, 95, 90. But trying to make through the entire game, basically, a couple of guys, but then the item upgrading would actually be where it would be a necessity. And you. What do we really want? Pretty much everything else except air. It cannot be equipped. Fire. You could have easily gotten many more essences if you would have wanted to. One more water. Air is a particular problem for us. So, water, earth. Water 100, air 100. Earth, fire. And earth, fire. Just right amount of essences. And I think I stopped buying them at some point too. They could have gotten more. Right. One hurt fire, 100 water, 78 earth, 100 air. So taking extra resistances with the fighter is sort of pointless because you could, without too much fuss, push everything to 100. Yeah. Well, whatever. A little bit of a disruption, but we're about as prepared as we are to continue forward.
I feel better already! I feel better already!